Hi everybody, Beanmeister22 here. Today we are going to cut another really cool geode, at least I hope it's a really cool geode, with our high-tech diamond 6-inch trim saw. I've always wanted to get into cutting rocks and thunder eggs and geodes and stuff like that. I never got around to doing it, and I finally said, I'm just going to do it, and I am learning quite a bit. The first thing I've learned is this saw is way too small and underpowered for what I intended to use it for. Did I already know that before I purchased it? Yes, I did, but I didn't want to spend $1,000 on a saw to say, this is kind of boring. And what's funny is this is the exact opposite I did when I bought my Berna launcher. If you remember, the Berna self-defense is about a $300 unit. The Berna law enforcement is about a $400 unit for a launcher. And I said I know nothing about the technology, so I'm going to go with a more expensive law enforcement one, pay the extra money, because if I bought the self-defense one, I wasn't happy. I'd never know if I wasn't happy with the technology or if I wasn't happy with just the smaller, weaker, finger quotes, version. In my defense on this, yes, this saw was $570 with the saw vise. That added $100 to it. They actually had a smaller version of this that was only $349, so I didn't go with that one, definitely. I went with this 6-inch saw, when in all actuality, I should have went with a saw that I just ordered the other day, and that's a high-tech diamond 10-inch slab saw. This trim saw is made for trimming small things. And most definitely, as I've already proven, you don't want to cut geodes or thunder eggs any larger than you see me cutting right here. At least not with this saw. With the new saw I've ordered, yes, that's what it's made for. So to put it in a nutshell, I spent $570 in order to learn that I should have spent that $950 in the first place. Yeah. Someone asked me, where do I get my geodes? I have found some out in the wild, but you can also buy them online at various places, and they are fairly affordable. Have I been happy with what I've purchased online so far? Well, you don't know what you have, right, until you cut it in half. I guess my biggest disappointment has been, instead of hollow geodes with the crystal and everything looking cool inside, I'm getting these solid things. Yes, still full of crystal, but if it's solid, it's a flat cut. You don't have all those really cool facets and stuff that reflect the light and everything. A little disappointed. But when my new slab saw gets here, I'll be doing some real cutting, and then hopefully I'll find something really cool. And even though this saw is underpowered for what I wanted to do with it, and what I've tried to do with it, I'm still going to keep it and use it for trimming, because, as I said, it's a trim saw. And hopefully in my next video, I will show how to assemble and install the vise. Now, the saw vise is that little thing that you have a vise where you can clamp the rock into it, and you go across the bar, and you can push it gently and evenly into the blade. When you're freehanding it like this, it's not dangerous having your fingers next to a diamond saw blade like this, but you're not going to get as smooth and steady a cut, at least I can't, as I would if I used that vise and the slide. And especially if you use this slide in conjunction with the saw fence that comes with it, you're almost guaranteed to get good, straight, even, solid cuts. And on a trim saw, that is certainly what you want. Okay, so let's look at what we produced today. This is not a perfect geode. The cut's fine, but it actually has some hollowness to it and a pretty cool design. I'm actually impressed with this. Especially, like I said, since my last several geodes I cut have been solid, I'm actually getting something hollow here. And it looks really cool. It's a neat pattern. Alright, so upwards and onwards, and hopefully better next time. And maybe my new saw will be here. Maybe we'll just have to use this saw. Leave your comments in the comments section. Hey, as always, thanks for watching.
Beanmeister22, the most dangerous man on YouTube.